Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live tonight. My name's Mandy Witherby and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome everybody to my Create with Mandy time. This is a very casual crafting time where we can just come together, enjoy each other's company, work on our own projects, or you're welcome to watch what I'm making. I'm going to be playing with some new product tonight, so that will be fun. So while I'm waiting for everyone to jump on, I'll just bring this up on my iPad so that I can see all of your comments. Okay, how is everyone this evening? Say hi as you're jumping on. Let me know how you're going. Oops, I forgot to turn my... Hang on a minute, I'm gonna go that way. I've got everything plugged in. Hey Glenda, great to see you. All right, so let me just find this on my iPad. Awesome, and I'm so thankful. Hi Athena, I'm so thankful that Facebook has fixed up the issues with the flipping of the screen. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful for that. Hi Diane, how are you? Hi Donna, fancy seeing you here tonight. Great to see you, thanks for joining me. So as I was saying, tonight is just a fun time where we can just come together, grab your cuppa. If you haven't, feel free to pop out and go and make yourself a cuppa. Bring along your projects, or you are welcome to watch what I'm creating tonight. I'm going to be playing with some of the new products, so that'll be a lot of fun. And I haven't pre-planned any, well, I kind of have pre-planned something, but I don't have anything pre-made. So, oh, it's great to have you here, Donna. Feel free to craft along with me on your own projects. Yeah, so Thursday nights are just about coming together, just having a chat, having a cuppa as we just enjoy each other's company and do what we love, which is our crafting. So I'm going to be playing with some new things, as I said, from one of our brand new suites. Oh, I'm getting a little frog. Excuse me. I forgot to take a drink of water before I started. I usually always do that. Yes, so as demonstrators, we always get access to brand new product that is coming out and brand new catalogs that are coming out before everybody else. So that's one of the awesome things about being a demonstrator. And so we were able to pre-order some of the new products that are upcoming in our new catalogue, which goes live on the 3rd of June. So a lot of us have got new product to play with, which is very exciting. So I've got some of that to share with you tonight. And I just realized, you know what else I didn't do? I didn't turn off my notifications. So I can't do that now I'm filming. So hopefully nobody tries to send me any messages or anything. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is, now that my camera is all fixed, I'm able to flip it down much more easily than what I've been able to do the last month or so when Facebook were doing crazy things. And you know what, I think I worked out what it is. So my iPhone did updates the other day, and since it did those updates, everything seems to be fixed. So I think it might have, maybe not even a Facebook thing necessarily, but it might have been an iPhone compatibility Facebook Live thing. I don't know. Anyway, it's working now, so all good. Yes, I know, so many lovely, lovely things in the new catalogue. It is very exciting. So I have one right here to show you all. For those of you that haven't seen it, this is our beautiful new catalogue, filled to the brim of beautiful new products. Now, I can't show you the inside yet, but you can see it's quite thick. I'll tell you how many pages. 192 pages of beautiful products. Very, very exciting. And yeah, so this is just beautiful. So if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you're working with and you would like to get one of these beautiful catalogs, please let me know. I would love to send one to you. So I have a stack of those now already. I can post them out, or most of mine have already gone out to my customers. But if you are new to Stampin' Up! And you would like one, please let me know and I'd love to send one out to you. And of course, that is for people that are in Australia. So, oh, you're still waiting for your catalogue? Yep, no worries, Jenny. It's on its way to you. Sometimes the mail down to Tasmania just takes a little bit of time, so just be patient. Hopefully it will be there in the next week or so for you. And I'm just going to slip off I'm actually wearing my Ugg boot slippers because, you know, tonight is very laid back and casual. Got my comfy pants on. But yes, I'm getting a bit hot now that I'm talking. So chat away with me, chat with each other. That's what we're here for tonight, is just to have a nice time together. So how many people, let me know, those of you that are watching, how many people have been living in either their PJs or their trackies? I know I'm one of them. Been living in my trackies and my comfy pants, and some of the time my PJs. I do get dressed every day, but it just depends on what time of the day that is. With all this lockdown and not having to go anywhere or do anything. Well, I'm still doing things, so I'm just not going anywhere. So yeah, so as you continue to jump on, say hi so that I know that you're here and you're watching. It's great to have you all here. Oh, hey Tina, you found me. Yay! Awesome. So yeah, feel free to grab your projects that you've been working on, or your oh, did you? Yes, I have been thinking about doing some online shopping, PJ bottoms and nice tops. So it's, yes, correct. I have well, it's not a nice top, it's not a dressy top, but it's a decent top. But I've got my comfy pants on, I have to say. So, but you won't see those, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Definitely when you're with the boss. Yes, Athena. Skyping and Zoom and all those things. So long as we look okay on the upper part, it's all good. That's, you know, we've got to find the positives at the moment, haven't we? And that is one positive that we can look at and focus on, is all these comforts that we can have at this time. Lots of cups of tea whenever we want them, you know, snacks in the pantry, sometimes a good thing, sometimes not such a good thing. As long as they're healthy snacks, then that's a good thing. Yeah. So hey Wendy, how you going? Oh, we've got a few jumping on now. That's awesome. Great to see you. So yep, so for those that are just jumping on, as I was saying to everyone, I've said it about 3 times now, but that's okay. Tonight is just all about coming together and just having some fun together. I'm not going to do a whole heap of newsy stuff or anything like that. I do all of that on my Monday lives. But I am sharing some new product today. And for those of you that are just jumping on, I did just show our beautiful new annual catalogue that is coming out. Well, it's available now, but the products will be available for purchase from the 3rd of June. For those of us demonstrators, we can get some of those products now. And that is one thing to remember, that as I show you these beautiful products, if you want to get your hands on them now, then you need to join my team. It doesn't cost very much at all to join. It only costs $169 to join my team. And then you get to spend $235. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I'm getting ahead of myself tonight. You pay $169 to join Stampin' Up and become a happy shopper, but you get to choose $235 of value of products in that starter kit, which means you get $66 worth of free products. Plus you get free shipping on top of that, which is awesome. And from there on, you get 20 to 25% discount on all of your future crafting products. What can be better than that? And there's no lock-in periods at all. If you try it out for a little bit and then you decide, no, this isn't for me, no problem. You just go back to being my customer. There's no lock-in period or anything like that. It's really simple. So if you would like more information about that, please let me know, because being part of Stampin' Up is just so wonderful. I have met so many people from all around the world. I've made some wonderful, wonderful friends, people that I never would have crossed paths with in the past. Hi, Chitska, great to see you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, and I've just made some really special friendships, and it's just been amazing. I never would have thought that joining a company like this would have have such a community and expose me to so many new beautiful people. So it's just been one of the huge benefits of being part of this company. But it's also a lot of fun. I mean, I can buy all of these products at a discount and craft away to my heart's content, and it's just wonderful. So let me know if you would like more information about that. Now is the best time to join because you can get all those brand new products now. You don't have to wait until June. And then when the catalogue goes live, then you can pick any of those products out of those catalogues that you like, fill your wish list and get them all at a discount. So let me know if you'd like more information. All right, how about we get on to our project for tonight, and I will show you these beautiful new products. I'm only showing you a selection of products tonight. I'm not showing you everything, just the things that I'm going to be working with tonight. So just give you a little taste. I did show more back on Monday. So if you want to go back and watch my live from Monday, I showed all of the products that I had purchased so far in my pre-order. I actually just may have put in another pre-order yesterday for some additional things I didn't get in my first one, which I wasn't planning to do. And this happens every time. But yes, I did end up actually putting in another order, which was unexpected, but oh well. More nice, beautiful things to play with. All right, so let me tip the camera down and I'll show you what we're going to be playing with. So I'll just cover up my camera while I tip that down to the desktop. So just give me a moment. Oh, Wendy, I just saw your comment. You may be putting in another pre-order tomorrow too. Good job. It's so easy to do, isn't it? You know what? We should just get it all in our first pre-order, I reckon. And then we're done and dusted and we don't need to put in another one. But I always try and be a little bit conservative with my first one. And then I realize, oh, but actually I really wanted that, and now I see something made with something else and oh, I really need to have that now too. All right, let me just get this all straightened up for you all. Where are we? We are over and down. Because all my setup has changed several times over the last month while my phone and Facebook Live were doing crazy things, I don't even know where to put anything anymore when I tip the cameras down. So I'm always having to reposition things. So I apologize for that. Where are we going? Okay, I'm going to need to lift the camera up. We're way too close. You're not going to be able to see everything. Hang on 1 minute. Oh, I did that up very tightly. Whoops, sorry. Sorry for all the jiggling. I have to get all my, usually what I do is I put marks on the desk where I have everything positioned, and because I've had all the changes, everything's been moved, so my usual markings do not work anymore. All right, are we straight yet? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll straighten that up a bit more as we go. So here's our beautiful catalogue again. So yes, it goes live on the 3rd of June for those of you who haven't seen it before. Please let me know if you would like a copy. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Australia, I would love to get one out to you. So I can't show you the inside yet until this goes live on the 3rd of June, but I can show you some of the products. So today I'm going to be showing you the products from, now let me get it right, the World of Good suite. I always have to double check the names of the new suites and the products when they come out. It takes me a little while to get my head around them with all these new products. Oh, you did get it all the first time, did you, Donna? Oh, lucky you. Oh, you've got lots to play with them. Awesome. Yes, I was trying to be a bit restrained too, Wendy, but ended up going in for a second go. So all right, so first of all, we've got the gorgeous stamp set. This is the Beautiful World Cling Stamp Set, and this is the world map dies that coordinate. Now I'll take those out of the plastic covering actually, just so you can see these. All right, so with this stamp set, you've got these gorgeous sentiments up here, and then you've got the beautiful images down here. Now some of these images can be cut out by some of these dies, and then you've got additional dies as well. So we've got the globes there, the globe stand. This one cuts out a really cool border, and then we've got like a filigree swirl there, a little ink well. We've got the little ink well stamp over here, so we can cut that out, and the quill as well, which is awesome. And then this one here, I haven't actually had a play with this, but I think this one, it impresses like a script into your actual cardstock. So yeah, I want to have a play with that. I haven't had a play with this set at all yet. So I've opened it, but I haven't actually had a chance to have a play with it yet, because I only got my pre-order at the end of last week. And this week has been full on. So yes, tonight will be the first time that I get to play with any of this. Now also too in this suite is the Old World Paper 3D embossing folder. So this gives a gorgeous effect on your paper. And you know how well, I don't know if all of you, but I love distressing techniques. I'm just going to take this out to show you. I really love distressing techniques. And I used to do, I haven't done it so much for a little while, and now I won't need to because I have this, but I used to do a lot of paper scrunching techniques on my distressed projects. But now this embossing folder does that for you. It's actually got the impressions in it to give like a scrunched paper effect, an old world or an old world sort of look. So that'll be fantastic for if you love vintage look, distressed look. This will be fantastic, great for our backgrounds and things like that. Then we've got the beautiful designer series paper, and this is, at the moment I've still got it in the plastic, so this is the World of Good designer series paper. And I just let you know the coordinating colors in here are Basic Black, Bumblebee, which is one of our new in colors, Cinnamon Cider, another new in color, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, another new in color, Mossy Meadow, and Whisper White. And these papers are awesome. I'll just quickly show you those. And again, I did already show these on Monday, but I'll quickly show you now because we might be using, well, I'm planning on using the Memories and More cards, but we might incorporate some of this as well. Sorry if my cables are, hopefully my cables aren't in the way. I've got everything plugged in at the moment. So this paper is just beautiful, and it's got this brass metallic through the paper, which is so beautiful. I love anything with metallics. And that's the back side. So I've kind of got them, actually I'll spread them out this way. I've kind of already got them flipped over. So you get 2 sheets of 12 designs, and they're all double-sided. So this is the front and this is the back, and I've got each of them sort of flipped over like that. Let me move across this way. Keep forgetting where my camera is now, because now I'm up the other end to where I was the last month. Got these gorgeous globes that are in, that have got the metallic finish, and we've got the compasses, and then this one's awesome. Look at that. That'll look great cut up into our card fronts. I think I actually pulled this out round the wrong way because everything seems to be sideways. Hang on, let me flip that. If you can hear my dog barking in the background, I apologize for that. She's I kicked her out of the craft room, so she's she's not happy. So yeah, so these are just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful big map there. And then we've got some more solid sort of colours as well, which is awesome. And this is the Bumblebee, one of the new colours. This one's a Cinnamon Cider. So they will make beautiful, beautiful projects. There's another big globe. Looks like an old worldy type look globe. Some compasses on the Misty Moonlight, one of our other new in colors. And then this one, this is awesome. I love this one. It's sort of got, like, you could use it with this suite, but also you could use it sort of like for a grungy feel, for a distressed look. Just, I've got so many ideas in my head for this one. So that is the designer series paper, which is gorgeous. I'm very excited about this one. Love it, love it, love it. Oh yes, she is very unimpressed that I kicked her out of the craft room. Since this whole lockdown thing and me being home every day, she does not let me out of her sight now. And when I leave her sight, she just doesn't like it. So she's carrying on for the girls upstairs. This is the ribbon that coordinates with this suite. It's Early Espresso in color, and it's a faux suede. It's really, really soft. It's sort of, it does feel like suede. I don't know how else to describe it. It really does feel like suede. And it is, what's the thickness of that one? I keep forgetting what it is. 6.4 millimeters. No, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 1/4 inch. Yeah, 6.4 millimeters. No, that was right. 1/4 inch. So that's really, really beautiful. And as well, we've got these gorgeous little antique corners and slide elements. So these are, sorry, some of these are flipped over upside down. So you've got these little slides, and then you've got these little antique corners, which are just awesome. And years ago, when I used to work a lot with vintage and heritage type projects, predominantly in my scrapbooking that I used to do. I don't do so much scrapbooking nowadays. No time for that. I used to use a lot of these sorts of elements, and now they're all coming back, which is awesome. And these little slides, or I call them buckles, but Stampin' Up calls them slides, they fit this 1/4 inch ribbon. So any of our 1/4 inch ribbons will fit through these slides. So our brand new in color ribbons will also fit. But how cool does that look? So awesome. I just love this. So we might play with some of those today. Whoop. There's quite a lot in there actually. There's a total of 30 pieces in there. And then there is also some brass foil sheet. I did show those on Monday, but it tended to reflect quite a lot on camera because it's got a very highly reflective finish, whereas some of our other metallic cardstock is more of a brushed finish. This one is very reflective, so it's a bit tricky underneath the light, so I won't get that back out today. But also too, we have the World of Good Memories and More card pack, and this is what we're going to play with tonight. I've got a couple of ideas for those. So I will, because I tore open the whole packet to get them out, so I need to get one of my clear stamp cases to store these in. But these cards are absolutely beautiful. So they come in the 3x4 size and the 6x4 size in the pack. And then you also get, oh, that's the backing cardstock. You also get some coordinating stickers and labels. Just check those. Yep. So you get these stickers that you can use to embellish your projects, which are awesome. And then you've got some label dies as well, and you can stamp on these or use them as embellishment. This one's already got a sentiment already printed onto it. And then you've got some blank ones here. And you'll notice that the shape of these coordinates with one of our current punches, which sorry, mine's a bit scratched up. But yeah, so it's the same shape as that. So once you've used these ones up, you know that you've still got this punch. If you want the same sort of look, you can still use that punch because it's exactly the same as those stickers. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got these awesome sentiments here as well, and some corners, beautiful elements there. So I just love that. So that's what we're going to play with tonight. And all of these cards, all the 3x4s are double-sided. So there are some that have like a sentiment printed on them, or you can use them as title cards in your memory keeping. And then you've got other cards that have the lines on them for, oh, hi Leslie, I just saw you jump on. Hi, great to see you. Then you have these other ones that are great for journaling as well. So if you're using them in your albums, then you can, oh, bucket list. I need that. I need to write a bucket list. Yeah, so, and these are all double-sided. So you'll see, and they all match they coordinate with the designer series paper that I just showed you. It's hard to show all of them because there's so many, but then they're all double-sided as well. And you get 2 of each of the, of the 3x4s. I haven't got them all fanned out there. It's a bit hard to do all of that in my hand, but you'll see as we go through. And then you've got your 6x4s. So again, some of these are single-sided. So the ones that have the metallic finish on them are just single-sided. So there's quite a few of those ones. I love this one. This one says work, play, travel, repeat. And then that just keeps repeating. I love that. There's a map. Whoops, that goes up that way. There's Australia. And there's some compasses. So those ones are just single-sided. And then you've got all of these other ones that are double-sided. So you can see you get 2 of each. So that's the opposite side. So there's a whole heap of them in there. And there's some big ones there. You might want to put a photo on one of those in your memory keeping. There's some that have a sentiment printed on them, so you might like to use that as your header for your page. Life is an adventure, that'd be a great header page. The world is yours. So all of these, and then they are double-sided as well. There you go. See, so we've got some duplicates of some of those and then single ones of others. I don't think they're all double, or are they double? I think maybe they are double. Oh yeah, I think there's double of each. Some of them are flipped over. Yep, so there's 2 of each of those ones. So they are awesome. So that is what we're going to play with tonight. Now I also brought in, because we've got some of the new, and you can see them here actually, we've got 3 of the new in colours in here. Yes, the brass finish is just beautiful, isn't it, Donna? I absolutely love that. Actually, I love anything with metallic because it's blingy. I just love bling. So yeah, no, they're really beautiful. I did bring out as well my ribbons. Now I was trying to roll these up just before I went live, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have time to do this because they'd fallen out of the box, and so they started to unravel. But these are our new in colors, and so 3 of those new in colors are actually in this suite as well. Of course, the Magenta Madness isn't. Magenta Madness, did I call that the right thing? Yes, I did. Yes, I'm starting to get these new colors in my head. And the Just Jade, those 2 are not in. I should put them up that end. Those 2 are not in the suite, but these 3 are. So I thought, well, I'll pull them out as well. And it gave me an opportunity to show you these ribbons as well. So these are our new in colors. So these in colors, these 5 colors, they'll be around for 2 years, and then they'll get swapped out with another 5 colors. And Stampin' Up does that each year. So we have a current in color range as well. Plus then we'll have this in color range, and then we've got all of our standard color ranges as well, which there's 10 colors in all the other color standard ranges, and then we've got our black and our white as well. So we have a total of oh gosh, how many do we have? How many do we have in total, Donna? Is it 54 colors? 50 how many color ranges are there? 4? Yeah, I think there's 50. It might be 52 including black and white total colors in our entire color range. So that is heaps. But yeah, but these are the ones that we're going to be working with today. Oh, except the pink and the green. But yeah, so they are beautiful, and they again fit on those little slides. They're the 1/4 inch ribbon, and these ones are really, really soft ribbon. They're really beautiful. They're going to be lovely to work with. I also did bring out, just in case, I'm not sure if I'll use them, but I did bring out too much thinking this time of night. Oh, 53. Thank you, Wendy. I was close. I was close. Yes, so, oh, that's right, because we've got Very Vanilla as well, which I forgot to mention, which I did pull out tonight too, actually. I have that out. I forgot about vanilla. Yes, 53 colours we have in our entire colour range, which is amazing. So many colours to work with. I also pulled out our new in colour enamel dots, just in case I decided to use some of those ones that are in the colours that are in this suite as well. She is, yeah, it's too late for me. Too much thinking today. Too much has happened today. So yeah, so I pulled those out as well, just in case I decide to use them. And I also pulled out our in colour cardstock pack. So I've got the multi-pack. So with when this becomes available in the new catalogue, you can buy these in packs of the individual colours, or you can get them in a combo pack like this, which is really great if you are new to these colours. Well, obviously we're all new to these colours, but if you're not sure which is going to be your favourite, which ones you're going to work most with, then you can purchase the in colour combo pack, and you can get all of those colours in the combo pack. And there's a total of 4 sheets of each of the colours. So that is heaps to get you started if you're not sure. And then once you've chosen which colours you're going to work most with, or your favourite colours, then you can buy the full pack of just the single colours. So there's a couple of options there for purchasing the in colour cardstock. So, which is awesome. All right, and we have that with all our other colour ranges as well. There's the combination packs that you can purchase with the combos of all of the colours in the colour range, or you can just buy the individual colours. You are not, Donna. You're a liar. New to Stampin' Up. I think I'm newer. Is that even a word? More new. You're funny. All right, so I've pulled out, now I've got product everywhere here on my desk. I also pulled out some other cardstock that that would coordinate. Now, Basic Black, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, and Mossy Meadow, oh, and Whisper White actually. These are all colours that are in that designer series paper. Oh, I'm only 3.5, Donna, so I'm actually, well, you're not far in front of me, actually. I'll be 3, oh, actually not far at all. We must have started around the same time. I'll be 4 years in September. So pretty close, actually. Oh, Wendy's been around a lot longer than us. See, that's why she's more on the ball than us, Donna. Good on you, Wendy. 14 years. Wow. That's such a long time. Oh, wow. I feel like a real newbie now. I'm not even 4 years yet. Yeah, so these colors are, you do have 2 months on me. Yes. I've got a bit of catching up to do. Hey. These colors are also in this suite as well, so I pulled those out as well if we wanted to use those. But I also thought, because of all the neutral colors, that Very Vanilla would go really well with them as well, so I pulled that out too. I've also pulled out, I'm showing you all this product before we've even started, which is great. I've also pulled out my note cards. So these are the Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes. So you get 20 note cards with the coordinating envelopes in these, and these are great because they're already pre-scored for you. So basically all you need to do is fold them in half and off you go. So I pulled those out, and I've got the Whisper White ones here as well. And then where is my other pack? I also have, Stampin' Up! Also has a pack of assorted Memories and More cards and envelopes. So these are in the sizes that coordinate with the Memories and More cards. So you can actually buy a whole pack of those which coordinate directly with the cards if you just want to have cards that you know will fit these exactly and you don't have to fiddle around with cutting down A4 cardstock, grab a packet of these. There's 40 in a pack, so there's 20 of the large cards and 20 of the small cards, and again they are already pre-scored, so you just fold them in half and you've got a card base and you're ready to go, and you've got the coordinating envelopes there too. So they are awesome, and they coordinate beautifully with these ones. Only come in the Whisper White at the moment. Hopefully down the track they'll bring them out in Very Vanilla as well. But yes, Whisper White is also in this range, so they will go really well with these as well. Oh, there you go, Donna. Yes, and they are carrying over, so they will be in our new catalogue as well. So there you go. They're with the Memories and More. You find them on the Memories and More page. I think in the current catalogue they might be with the Paper Basics, but in the new catalogue they're actually with the Memories and More cards. We also have some gorgeous in colour Memories and More cards that are coming out as well, which is one of the products I just ordered yesterday. So I don't have mine yet, but I'll have them another time to show you. Yes, the card packs are a great way to go, Jenny. These ones are still available now, Jenny, and they're carrying over, so they'll be in the new catalogue as well. But it is a great way, a really quick way of putting together a card because you've got everything already pre-prepped for you, ready to go. So, oh, you don't look in that section. Donna, you need to be looking in that section for your customers. We'll have a talk about that later. All right, so I've got all of that out, ready to go. Now, let me see. I think a good place to start with will be one of those Memories and More cards. Now, I've got an old pack here, which I think in the previous catalogue they used to come in separate packs of the large and the small, but now they come as a combo. And I've still got some large ones, so I'm going to pull out a large one. There we go. But they're exactly the same as what comes in the combo pack now. And I've got my matching envelope, and we'll start with that. So here's my card, pre-scored. You always fold your cardstock with the mountain fold on the inside. Let me move my cards over. So there we go, already done. I will just grab a bone folder though and just burnish the edges just so that that sits down nicely and gives a nice crisp edge to it. Now let me see. I have got all of these beautiful cards here. Now I had something vaguely in mind. I've got my little ones here and I'm going to have my big ones over here. Those ones, these metallic ones, I'm going to put aside. Oh, actually. Oh, now I'm not sure. Hang on. I'm going to put those ones aside for the minute. And my little stickers, pop those aside. All right. So I'm going to go through all of these ones and decide which one I want to have as my base. That one really jumps out at me. I love that new cinnamon cider color. It's beautiful. Yes, Valley becomes a mountain. That's exactly right, Wendy. Yep. Oh, thanks, Wendy. Fantastic. Page 171 in the current catalogue. And Wendy's put up a code there and the price for us for the Memories and More cards and envelopes. Thank you so much, Wendy. That's very kind of you to do that. That's for these ones if you're looking for those in the current catalogue. And that's a great price, $18.25, and you get 40 cards and envelopes in here. So 20 of each size, I mean. So that is awesome value. Thanks so much, Wendy. Yeah, so I'm just looking at all these beautiful ones to see which one. Oh, I need to flip them over. That's right, because some of them I haven't flipped over yet. So I need to see what's on the other side. See, some of these, if you want a really quick and easy card, some of these you can just use as your card front. I think the world of you. Your sentiment's already there. If you wanted to, you could add some ribbon and maybe some bling or some of those enamel dots or something, and you've got your card done already. She is on fire, Donna. Yeah, so That's really fantastic. In fact, you know what? We could even just do that to begin with. I think we might make a few. We might get through a few, I think. The world is yours. I like that one too. But I did have another idea in my head, which, okay, so that's all of our, what was that one on the other side? Green. Okay, so that's all of our cards. Lay them all out. Yeah, I think I really want to still go with that one. All right, I'll keep this one up my sleeve for my next card. All right, so I'm going to have that as my card front. So when I put that onto my base, you'll see that the cards are cut. Oh, I didn't score that. Not score it, sorry. I didn't burnish that flat. Hang on a minute. Let me just re-burnish that. I burnished that a little bit crooked, so it wasn't matching up. Is that better? I think that's better. It probably doesn't even show on camera anyway, so I'm probably worrying about nothing. No, it's still not right. I must have folded it slightly crooked when I did it, because I did it so quickly. That's better, I think. Yes, that's better. Okay, so you can just pop that straight on there, and you've got a card front already. It's cut to, these cards are cut to the exact right size, these card bases, they're cut to the exact right size to fit the 6x4 Memories and More cards. So you've got a beautiful border there. And then if we layer up one of these smaller ones on top, and then we can add one that already has a sentiment, or we can stamp our own sentiment with our stamps. Reach for the stars. You make the world a better place. Ooh. Oh, I like that one. You make the world a better place. That'll be nice on there. Okay, yep, and I've got all my adhesives here as well. So I'm going to dimensionalize some of that to give that a bit of a pop. Now, where are all my other little bits and pieces? Okay. So, oh, multitasking while you're watching MasterChef, are you? Oh, what are they cooking tonight, Wendy? Sometimes the score isn't exact, so it's always good to match up your edges before burnishing. Yes, and I think I didn't do that tonight. I think I was just a bit hasty. So I think this card needs some of this gorgeous brass foil on it. So I'm thinking, oh wow, what about these? What about a pop of blue? We could do a pop of blue on there as well. And we can have that, how wide is that? We can have that coming out from underneath our sentiment. If we pop that up there, and then we can have that coming out from under there. And then, what do these ones do? Oh, these are little corners. Oh, or we could have corners. Hang on a sec, let me just have a look. Oh yeah, the ribbon and the buckle, that would be a great idea too, Amber. So I've got my daughter Amber is on here with us too, watching. She's always full of brilliant ideas, and often we collaborate on projects too. She's super, super creative. Oh yes, I think you're onto something, Amber. And then perhaps I could add the brass foil on the corners of this. Yes, let's do that. That will look awesome. All right, so I'll just cut that a little bit longer so that I know I can adhere that to the back of the front panel, the Memories and More card. Beautiful. I love this ribbon. I can't tell you how much I love this ribbon. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you don't have some of this and you're a demonstrator who has just done your pre-order, you need to get some of this ribbon. And for those of you that are customers that will be purchasing after the 3rd of June, make sure you add the Early Espresso faux suede ribbon to your order. It's beautiful. Okay, now let's see, we've got, Ooh. Oh, so many decisions. So that'll be nice. And then can add the little gold corners. Well, they're not gold actually. I keep saying gold, they're brass. So you've got all these different ones here, or I could do these ones that have the blue in them to add a bit of extra color. And then they've got the brass as well. Let's do that. All right, let's do that. Oh, hang on. Wait, now I've got another idea. Too many ideas. Let's see. I've got that there too. So I was thinking about that one. Okay. All right. I'm going to go with the brass corners. Now, which ones? There are a few different sizes here. I might go with these ones in the middle. All right. Let me get my Take Your Pick tool. Just want to lift those stickers off very, very carefully. And I'm using my pokey tool end, very technical, of my Take Your Pick tool. All right, and I'm just going to lift off this little angled corner. Now let me see, how is that going to go? Okay, so it's going to go across the corner. It's a different angle to the actual. Oh, okay, it can go across like that. All right, so before I stick that down, now I know how that goes. These are a different angle to the angle on the corners of the Memory and More card. But what you can do, which is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to have it going over the edge of the corner. Over the edge of the corner. Does that make sense? Over the corner. But I'm going to adhere this first. So I'll set that aside and we'll construct this part first. So I'm just going to use my snail adhesive. And I'm using my grid paper just to line this up. And oh, I need to work out where I'm going to put my trim, because I might have this up a little bit. I think I'll have this up a little bit so that I've got oh, actually, no, I think I'll put it in the middle. I think I will put it in the middle. I was going to put it up a little bit, but then I thought this trim is only quite fine, so, and I'm just eyeballing this, guys. I'm not even measuring. I'm just using my grid paper though as well to follow those lines and hope that I get it relatively straight. Beautiful. All right, so while we're there, let's glue down our ribbon. So I'm going to use, oh, I'm getting excited. I feel like I'm yelling. Sorry if I'm yelling. I'm getting excited by my card. Oh, do you? Okay, yes. Yep. Yeah, I tend to, I mainly use the spatula end, I have to say, for if I'm lifting a piece that I've adhered in the wrong spot. I'm just going to pop that back down for a moment so I can use this. But whenever I'm picking anything up, I tend to use the pokey tool end. I think that's the paper piercing end. That's the correct terminology. I think because I'm so used to using the old paper piercing tool that we used to have. Actually, I'm going to just take the ribbon straight to the glue dot. And then I'm going to wrap that around. I'm going to wrap that around. So I want that roughly in the middle between where that card is and the bottom. Thereabouts. Thereabouts. Oops. That over a little bit. And just wrap that around. So I've got those glue dots already on the ribbon. And I'm just wrapping that around and adhering that on the reverse side. Sorry, I'm just fiddling to try and get that straight. There we go. Great. And so then if you wanted to, and be sure not to pull that too tight because you don't want to bow your card. In fact, I think I've got it pulling a little bit too tight. Let's just ease that off a little bit. Oops. There, that's better. And then if you wanted to, what you can do just to secure that down is you can just pop a little glue dot, which is usually what I like to do, is pop a little glue dot or two. Make sure you got your slide in the right position where you want it. And then you can just pop a little glue dot down underneath your ribbon, just to help secure it to the front of the card so it's not sort of sitting up. There we go. Just one will be enough. You can pop down a couple if you like to, but just one is plenty on this one. All right, so we've got that. Now let's do these corners. So I'm just using this little one here. So we'll go opposite corners. So I'm just going to put it out across the corner, but I want to make sure that I do cover up the corner of the card with the sentiment on it. So it looks a little bit like a fine photo corner. And just gently get this one up. Let's get my nail under there, that's easier. And take that out across this corner. There we go. Can you see that? They're very fine, those ones. Hopefully you can see that in the light. Just trying to pick up the light with those ones. Yeah, I think you can see those. And then with our other stickers, so pop those ones to the side. I wanted to use one of these feathers. So I'll just pick up one of these blue feathers and just pop that down there. Actually, you know what? I might even put that on dimensionals to pop that up. I'll pop some dimensionals, even though that's sticky on the back. What you can do is just pop some dimensionals, whoops, on the back of that. We'll use our minis. I just would like to have a bit of dimension on there. There we go. So just make sure I put plenty on there. And these stickers are great because they're actually quite a solid, thick cardboard, or cardstock, I should say. So they're nice and rigid. They're not really floppy stickers. They're nice and solid, which is awesome. All right, and then we can pop that one down there. Beautiful. And then we can put that on our card front. So let's just put some snail on there again. Ooh. Remember to go over your ribbon when you're adding your adhesive to the back. Remember to always add some to the back of your ribbon so that that part of the card sticks down as well. All right, and then we just pop that down on the front and line that up, hopefully. It's always challenging doing it on a live, trying to get it straight. There we go. And there we have our very first, oh look, my ribbon isn't straight. Hang on a minute, I must have, when I put that other glue dot down, I must have wiggled that a bit. I'll just move that down a bit. There we go. So we have our very first Memories and More card made. And then you can decorate the inside if you want to. If you've got the stamp set, let's go ahead and do that. I don't have my labels on my stamp yet, but that's okay. We might go ahead and put a globe there. And we've got the same sentiment there too as well. I'm just having a look at the other sentiments. Ah, you make the world a better place, which is the sentiment we've got here on the front of the card. And then we've got this one that says, thank you for being part of mine. So I might stamp that on the inside. Now, if you want to layer up, oh, they do, Amber, you're right. Yeah. These corners almost mimic the compass points. Yeah, you're right. They do. They're sort of that same shape. I know, it's very exciting, very exciting. Yeah, so if you wanted to put other color layers inside, and then usually what I do is I will do a color layer, and then I'll do either a white or a very vanilla layer, so that I've got a light color to write on, or either a crumb cake, even a crumb cake layer. But with this one, because it's already, I just want to keep it really simple for people that might be new to card making or first time using Memories and More. So we will just make it really, really simple. So let me see. So I don't have this new color in stamps yet. So what I might do is I might just use my, let's see, what will I use? I might use my soft suede for the sentiment. And then I might use my crumb cake for the globe. So let's just do that. Now I don't have these mounted up yet, I don't think. No. Alrighty. Which probably won't matter too much, or it might for the sentiment. Let's see. This one. So I'll just remove that backing off the stamp. And I love now too that the new stamp cases come with the instructions inside the front cover to show you exactly how to apply your stickers to your stamps, the backs of your stamps. So I'll quickly just go ahead and do that now on this one. And I can show everybody how to do that if you haven't done that before. So you just, on the sticker, you'll get, in your stamp case, you will get a sticker sheet. And these stickers are to go on the backs of your stamps, so that when you're going to stamp your image, you can see exactly where to line up that image. So this one is this sentiment here. Thank you for being part of mine. So each sticker sheet, or each sticker image, is split into two halves so that you can just adhere one half at a time. So of course make sure that your stamp is up the correct way. I like to leave one side of my sticker on, and I use that side to just position my stamp first, because these stickers are so sticky that once you stick them down you cannot remove them. If you try to remove them or pull them off your stamp, you will actually damage the foam on your stamp, and then you won't get a nice stamped image. So you have to be really careful with these. So you just line that up, and there is an outline that you can see around the sticker, and I just press that down. Then I remove that whole thing. Now you'll see that I've still got paper on that side, so then I put my finger there and I flip that up. The reason I put my finger there is because this side is sticky as well. So if you flip that over and that side sticks to the other side that you've already got down, you're in a world of trouble, because you won't get it unstuck. So by having my finger there, it can't stick to the other part of the sticker. There we go. And then I just press that back on the paper where it came from, so that I know that it's adhered really well. And then we have our sentiment. But it gives you all the instructions here inside the case if you're unsure. So we'll get that one onto a block. Yep, that will fit that block. So again, I'm using my grid paper just to line that sentiment up and get that nice and straight. And then I can take my block, again using the grid paper to line that up so that I know I've got that straight. Now I'm going to stamp the globe with the picture of Australia on it. So that's this one, because that's the part of the country that I live in, or the part of the world I should say that I live in. So I might put my sticker on this one too, just because I want to make sure that I've got that lined up really well. So these ones, okay, let me put that aside. I think I'll do the Australia side first. And the Australia is at a bit of an angle there, so I've got to make sure that I line this up. Remove that backing paper there. I'm going to make sure that that Australia is lined up with the image of Australia there, so you know when you go to stamp it that you have got it round the right way. And there we go. Yes, we do have Australia included in this bundle, which is awesome. We've got all the countries on these globes represented across the 2 different globes, or the 2 different globe images, I should say. There we go. And if I check, let me see, did I get it right? Ooh, I hope so. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so we'll get rid of all of those little bits of paper. And I will just mount this one up now onto a block as well. There we go. Okay, so let's do our sentiment first. So we have got, now these ones, these ones haven't been used before, so I always just like to give my stamps just a quick little clean on my chamois just before I use them. Not such of a worry with the red rubber stamps, but especially the photopolymer stamps. You really need to give them a good clean before you use them, because sometimes they have a little bit of what do you call it? Like a film on them from when they've been in production. So it's a good idea just to give them a little bit of a clean first. All right, so soft suede for our sentiment. So just ink up that stamp. I always like to test my stamps first on my grid paper, just to make sure, because sometimes too my ink pads, this one's actually looking like it needs a bit more ink. So I'll go down near the bottom, especially in the center parts. Often I find if I've used that color a lot, then the color tends to start to run out in that section. And so that's why I like to always test it first to see how the ink coverage is and to know if I need to re-ink, which this one I think I need to put a bit more ink into. All right, so we've got our thank you, and then we're going to do the globe in crumb cake. So again, I'll just, okay, so that's quite dark. Let's see what it looks like stamped off. I might stamp it off. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it once on my grid paper, and then I'm going to stamp it onto the corner of my cardstock, and that's called stamping off. If you haven't seen that technique before, it just gives a lighter color of the image, because I didn't want it too heavy, because often I write a lot in my cards too, so in case I don't have enough space around the globe, I can actually write over the top of that because it's light enough. All right, so then you've got your card beautifully ready. Now, if you wanted to, you can dress up your envelope as well. You might like to, and depending if you're going to be hand delivering or posting, if you are posting your card, be careful if you're going to do any stamping on the front that you don't stamp where your postage stamps are going to go, or where there's going to be a post code going, depending on whether or not you live in Australia or another country. Just be really careful when you're decorating up your envelope. So what I might do is I might just stamp a globe, or I might stamp part of a globe. I'll stamp off the edge a little bit down on this side, down on here, and then on the other side I will, I will stamp a globe on the back there on the center. There we go. So there you've got a nice envelope to go with your card. Now, if you wanted to, instead of doing stamping on the inside, you might like to choose one of the cards here and trim it with your paper trimmer into a strip, or you could go across that way. Say you wanted some of the green on there, or some of the coordinating blue perhaps. If say you're not too worried about using that entire card as it is, you might just want to use just the sentiment. You might want to just cut that bit out, and then you've got all the rest of that card left over. You can just trim, say about a centimetre or a half a centimetre strip, And then you can adhere that along the bottom of your card there too, to decorate the inside of your card so that the inside looks nice as well as the outside. So that is our little card, our first little card. So shall we make another one? That's I really wanted to use some of the other elements that were in that suite, or in those Memories and More cards. So let me just close up my ink and we'll bring those back in, and I'll give my stamps a clean as well. I always like to stamp off the excess ink first. Hey Amber, can you just let Jake know that I'm live? He just tried to call me, please. Thank you. Make you another one? Yeah, okay, I will. What's everyone else doing while I'm making these beautiful cards? Are you crafting along with me? Are you doing your own projects? I know Wendy's watching MasterChef. Oh, what were they cooking, Wendy? I asked you that before. I didn't see if you commented. No. So what are some of the yummy dishes they're cooking, Wendy? Give me some ideas for dinner. Relaxing in your PJs sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. All right, so this time, maybe what I might do is I might bring in one of the other colors of cardstock. So we've used those Memory and More card bases. Katy Perry's in the house tonight. Is she judging or is she cooking? Surely she wouldn't be cooking. Okay, so we've got all these colors here. So maybe what we need to do is choose our base card first and then go from there. I really like the green too. And the black is good as well. There's so many here that are lovely. Let's go with the green this time. I think green, and perhaps on a, yeah, I think I've got some of those already cut. Oh look, I just happen to have them cut. Now the only thing is with our cardstock, so I'm going to go with the early espresso and the green mossy meadow. So usually, oh hey Tina, what are you doing? You are making a birthday card with Dress to Impress. Very good, awesome. Oh, apricot chicken, yum, in the slow cooker. Yum. Oh yeah, the Zoom calls this afternoon were awesome, weren't they? I really enjoyed that today. I had mine at midday today, so it was right in the middle of the day, but it was fantastic. Apricot chicken, oh yum, I miss apricot chicken. All right, so usually with our card fronts, what's this one? Oh, that one's a longy long one. Well, I could do one. I've got one already pre-cut, or I can do a standard one. Let me think. So with our usual card bases, what we do is we have here in Australia, what we usually do is our cardstock is A4. So we normally will cut that in half, which gives you an A5 size, and then fold that in half, and that gives you our card base. Now the Memories and More cards, and I've got one here pre-done, which is, it opens this way. The Memories and More cards are bigger, they're longer, but narrower than our standard card base because they're a 6x4, so they're an actual regular photo size piece of cardstock. But that's okay, because what we can do is we can actually cut that down. And in fact, I'm going to have this card opening this way because I love the script on this one, and the script goes horizontally. So what we can do is we can just, I like to just eyeball it. And my daughter hates it when I eyeball things. She's like, Mum, you've got to measure it properly. Oh. Back in the day, before I used to run classes and things like that, or before Stampin' Up days, I used to eyeball everything. So I'm just going to basically eyeball this. So I'm getting an even border on this left side and the top and the bottom. And then I'm just going to put a pencil mark. Make sure my pencil has lead. I'm just going to put a pencil mark where it would look like it's an even border there. And I'm just going to bring in my paper trimmer and trim that down. Had all my cardstock sitting on top of my trimmer. So I'm just then going to trim that down. Now, don't throw away that little piece, because we can use that little piece to embellish the inside of our card. Oh, I'm getting hot. Alrighty, so again, I haven't lined that up properly when I've burnished it. Obviously did that one in a hurry too, Wendy. All right, so let's just redo that one and get that sitting straight. That's better. Okay, so then we've got our base like that. Gorgeous, love those colors. And yeah, that looks, to me, that looks about even. We're just eyeballing that. That looks about even, so that's cool. And we'll save our little piece there. All right, now what are we going to do this time? So let's have a look if we've got any of these. Oh, you know what? Now they might be a bit too big to do that with. I just had another idea that popped into my head, but it won't work with that one. Oh, that one would work. Oh wait, that goes up that way. That one would work, and that's the same color as the base too, so that kind of works in. Let's see what else we have. Oh, reach for the stars. No, don't like the blue straight on the green like that. We've got that one, that would go. That's nice. So I'm looking for a horizontal, because I've got this the orientation going horizontal this time. I'm looking for cards that have a horizontal design on them. Sorry, I'm probably doing that off camera. Oh, explore more. That one could work. That one's a green one. We've already got a green one. Today's adventure. Dream big. Oh, that's that sentiment. That's that one that I really like. Ooh, what do you think of that one? That's the one that I really liked with the work, play, travel, repeat. I do like that. What do you think? I think that looks nice. All right, let's see what else we have. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Yeah, but I didn't like the blue so much straight on the green. Oh, that one could be good too. So many choices. There's another blue one. Life is meant for adventure. That could work too. That one. There's a globe one that's horizontal. I'm putting all the horizontal ones over to the side that I think that I might use. Well, it's landscape, isn't it? Horizontal or landscape. Yes, definitely. Yep, you don't need stamps if you've got these cards, Jenny, because they've got sentiments on them already for you. So that one too would work. That one would be awesome. Oh, I love that. That's got like a bit of a distressed look around it. I like that one. And then there's the black. The black would go as well. Okay, so that's narrowed down all of the ones that we have, and now everybody's seen them all. So let's have a look. So that's my favorite one. I like that one. And then we've got that one, which would be awesome because we could use some of our sentiments in there. Where's our sentiments? So we've got find joy in the journey. That's a bit smaller actually than the other ones. Where are the other ones? Oh, these ones don't have anything on them yet, but we can stamp from our stamp set onto those. Yeah. Then we've got Oh, the compasses would be good because we've got the compass on here. So I'm just having a look to see what elements are on there and what would work together. If you're all thinking, what is she doing? I'm having a look just to see what elements we can use together. So I like that one, but then what about that one? No, that's too much script on script. Okay, so let's not do that one. This one is script on script too, so that's my favorite one so far. This one is script on script too, but then you've got these other elements to this card. You've got the, and actually, yeah, so you've got the torn edge look. You've got the old telescope there. I do like that. And then we could mount that with a little bit of, we could go again with a little bit of the early espresso behind that. That could look good too. Or another idea is, let me just go back to these again. Let's see which one. I'm looking for a particular color. Just see if I can find it. Oh, that might be getting, my idea that I have in my head might be getting a bit too fiddly, actually, for the time that I have. That one. I was just thinking, oh yeah. Okay, that's the back of that one. Okay, I'm going to cut a strip of that to have along the bottom there. I think you could angle the early espresso rectangle behind the 3x4. You could angle, oh yes, yep, so cut another 3x4 and have it angled behind it. That would be good. All right, so let's cut down a piece of 3x4. I'm going more with that one, I think. I'll put these other ones aside. All right, so pop that over there. Let's bring in our trimmer. Whoops, there goes all my cardstock. And I will cut down a piece. Actually, I think I had a piece of this already cut, did I? No. All right. So I'm just going to cut this one in half again. Just to a card front size. This is usually how I cut my cardstock. I'll cut it in half to cut a card base. Then I'll cut it in half again so that I've got a complete card front, and then I trim down from there. So now I want a 3x4 inch piece. I'm just seeing, let's go that way. Okay, so that's 4 inches by 3 inches. And I know that we normally work in centimeters, but which way did I just do that? Did I just do that around the right way? Oh yes, that's right. Yes, but these Memories and More cards are always 3x4 and 6x4 because that's sort of the measurement that they use for photographs. I think the 6x4 is 10 by 15 centimeters. Okay, so then we've got that, and then we can do this. So put that at a slight angle behind it. Oh, I think we might need to go the other way, that way. That way. So then like that, like that. What do you think, Amber? Yep. I was thinking about doing a strip of this. Let me just cut a strip and see. This is a 1 centimeter strip of that one. I was thinking about putting that either along the bottom or perhaps up. So this is just one of the other Memories and More cards that I just cut just then. This was this one. So it's the reverse side of that. Has this, that's upside down actually, has this map looking image from the globe on there. So I just cut a 1 centimeter strip of that just to give an added element to that card there. And then I'll need to trim that to, and again, I'll eyeball that with my pencil and I'll trim that down. Super scientific measurements I'm giving you all tonight. Well, I gave you 3x4 and 6x4, so I guess I gave you some accurate measurements. These other ones are just, yep, winging it. Just using my eye. And I just noticed I've got a little bit of a pencil mark there where I marked that green card. So I'm going to just find my rubber. Why are the rubbers always down the bottom? I guess because they're small. They always fall down to the bottom of my pen holder. There we go. You love the top card? Yeah, I love this one. It's got that cool. Oh, right. Okay, yes. Speaking of distressing, let's do some distressing. Okay, before we go any further, let's do some distressing. So I'm just going to distress the edges of my green just by running my scissors along the edge there. Just because that top card has got distressed look about it. Hang on, I need scrap paper. I'll just use this scrap paper here just to catch those fibers. And then what we'll do is we'll ink the edges of this with our early espresso ink to tie it all in. So years ago we used to have actual distressing tools. Stampin' Up used to carry them a while ago. It was before I became a demonstrator, I think, so it was quite some time ago. But they don't carry them anymore, sadly. But scissors kind of work the same. You can do the same thing with the scissors. Oh, I'm sorry, Wendy, then. Close your eyes, don't look. Close your eyes. You like the straight line, straight edges? Yeah, it could tear it too, Jenny. That is a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can do tearing as well. I'm a little bit reluctant to tear these Memories and More cards because they're only quite small pieces that I'm already working with. If I was working with a larger size cardstock to begin with, and then I was, you know, tearing that down, I'd probably be more inclined to tear that and just roughen up some of those edges. Yeah, but see how you get the white edges when you do that? We want to take away those white edges, so we're going to ink those with a dauber and some early espresso. And this is why I put down a scrap piece of paper, because you do make a mess with this. Usually I do it over the rubbish bin, but it doesn't work when you're doing a live. And I did get some extra bits everywhere, so I'll just sweep those away and put those into the bin. It's always handy to have a scrap bin beside you. Comes in very handy. Okay, now I'll just grab my daubers. Not that one. Oh yes, it is that one, the warm colours. That's the one I want. So I shall grab my early espresso. It's the darkest one. And my early espresso ink. And we will just, actually, I might do crumb cake. I'm just thinking, because we're going on to early espresso, so early espresso on early espresso might be a little bit dark. I might just try the crumb cake first, and we'll see what coloration we get with that one. Let me grab out my soft suede while I'm here too. And we'll go with the crumb cake first and see how that looks, and then if that's not dark enough, then we can always go back in with the early espresso. Better to start off lighter rather than to start off too dark and then go, uh-oh. And then I'll keep my little strip there too. All right, so I've just got my crumb cake ink and one of our sponge daubers, and I'm just going to sponge around the edges. Oh, I picked up the wrong one. Whoops. Let's do that again. Wait, what have I got? Crumb cake. That's okay. All good. Yep, so just go along the edges there with your sponge dauber. Just to get rid of those white edges, and we want that distressed look. It doesn't look distressed if you leave those edges white. It just looks wrong. It doesn't look finished. And of course, this is really stepping it up. I mean, with the Memories and More cards, you can just use them just as they are on your cards, which is great for a quick and easy card, or for those that are new to stamping, or if you just want a card in a hurry. I've done that before. When I've needed a card in a hurry, I've just pulled out my Memories and More cards, just put on the different layers and gone, yep, done, good, in the post, off it goes. So this is just really stepping it up, but just to show you that you can do more with these Memories and More cards than just, you know, just your memory keeping and just your basic cards. You can actually step it up. All right, so I'm going to do the same with this little piece too. So I want to put this little piece on, I think, as well. We might use this instead of ribbon this time. Or we might do ribbon too. We'll see. We'll see. So has everyone had their dinner? Oh, I know Wendy's still cooking hers. You only use them for making cards? Yep. That's okay too, because you don't do scrapbooking or memory keeping much, do you, Donna? I used to do a lot of it, but not so much now. And with this one, I'm not going to distress the images, the edges with my scissors, but I am going to just run some ink around it just to follow through that that technique, so that it's sort of all coherent together. I even went through a phase of doing digital scrapbooking. The only problem with the digital scrapbooking was that then it was quite expensive to print off those, because I was doing 12 by 12s, but it worked out quite expensive to print them or have them printed off. So I kind of moved away from that, and then went back to the Memories and More type of memory keeping, which is a lot quicker. It's a lot quicker way of recording your memories. All right, so we've still got some of those little bits hanging around from when I did my distressing. So we'll get rid of those. Okay, now let's see where we are up to. So we'll go back to our card again. So we've got that, yeah, I like that. That's looking good now. Now the only thing is, because I distressed those edges, that little edge piece, or that little, piece for across the bottom might need a little bit of trimming. Oh no, that'll still be okay. Okay, so we'll have that across the bottom. And then if we layer those up like that, and they can go across there somehow. I think I've got that at slightly too big an angle. Just a matter of fiddling around with them to see which way. Maybe I'll go that way. Which way did I have it before? I don't even know which way I had it before now. Maybe that way. That way would be better, I think. Yeah. And then, okay, so then we need something for on the top. So let's go back to our cards and have a look to see what we have in our little... all right, so we need a sentiment of some sort. So perhaps we could now... Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I think instead of using one of these, I'm going to bring in my punch, which you could you could use one of these labels that are already here on the stickers. In fact, let me do that because that's what we're talking about, is the Memories and More cards. So I'll do that, and let's bring in the stamp set and have a look and see what which stamp would fit in there. Adventure Awaits would fit. That could be awesome. And of course, you could use any other sentiment stamp set that you, or any sentiment from any other stamp set that you have. Oh, spinach and ricotta tortellini, yum. Light and easy meal. Oh, yum. That's a beautiful light and easy meal. Yum. Oh, I haven't had my dinner yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to have. But yes, so you could use sentiments from a different stamp set if you wanted to use a different type of sentiment. But I think I'm going to just use this one, which says Adventure Awaits, because I like that. I think that is awesome. Okay, and then we're going to stamp it onto that. Oh, I just popped that away. Then we're going to stamp it onto that little one that we already have there. So again, find your sticker. Sorry I didn't have these already done. As I said, I hadn't used this stamp set yet, so it's all new to me, which is very exciting to have new things to play with. My daughter is hungry too. You can go and get your own dinner, Amber. I'm not stopping you. Off you go. I think that might have been a hint from my daughter. Hurry up, Mum. All right, so we've got that one. Oh, my sticker is a little bit off on that one. Oh, that'll be okay. I'll just grab the block that I had before, and I'll use that same one. Oh, that only just fits on that block actually. I might go the next size up, or I could use one of my rectangles. I'll use one of my longer ones. There we go. All right, so now a little tip for you when you are stamping onto these, well, obviously this is a sticker anyway, but with any of our kits or anything like that that come with shapes that are in like a backing sheet like that, it's always best to shape them while they're still in the backing sheet before you remove them. Of course you have to with these ones anyway because they have a sticker back, like a sticky back. But some of our other kits and things like that, they have punch outs that are cardstock both sides. Always punch them when they're still within the backing, because it just helps to hold it in place and makes it a lot easier to stamp for you. So I'm going to use some early espresso to keep that all tied in. Let me just check that. I didn't actually clean that one, did I? I'll just give that a little quick clean on my chamois. I really need to re-ink this stamp pad. I'll have to do that when I finish my live. I'll take some ink from the edges and check that. That's better. All right, and let's see if I can get that straight-ish. There we go. I didn't have quite enough ink. I really need to ink that ink pad, but that'll be okay. It's not stamped really, really heavy, but that's okay because we're putting it onto a distressed look card anyway, so that is totally fine. Now, I think I want to have that popped up on dimensionals because I don't want everything completely flat. So this time I'll bring in my large ones and I'm going to take that out. And yes, it is a sticker, so you can definitely, if you wanted to, you could stick that straight down and that would be, well, in fact, if we did that and then we mounted that, that's what we could do. We could stick that flat and then mount those ones. Let's do that. All right, actually, now that I've just said that, see, I'm changing my mind. I'm very indecisive tonight. I'm going to adhere these two together first, and then I will put the sentiment on, just to be sure that I have them. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I get it at the right angle again. So I think it was something like, which way was it? That way? Was it that way? I think it was that way. About there. Yep, good. While I'm here, I'm going to adhere this one too, just because I want to make sure that I get this sentiment label lined up in exactly the right spot. So we'll get all our additional elements, and I'm not sticking that down to the base yet, just because I want to make sure that I'm happy with everything first, in case I decide to add ribbon, which I probably won't because I've got that strip there now. In fact, let's just pretend that's our ribbon. All right, and then they're going to go like so, at a slight angle like so. Yep. Okay, so we need to work out the angle that you want to have everything first. Oh, you can bring her downstairs, Amber. She'll be all right. She should be okay. Bring her down. Yeah, so you need to work out the angle that you want to have those cards first. And in fact, this one on the top has ended up almost straight, actually, with the early espresso at an angle behind it. So you want to work out your angles that you want that first before you adhere your sentiment label. So I'm going to pop that down. Where do I want to have it? I think I want to pop that down here. So just line that up with my grid paper. It's funny when you've got everything at angles, it can be a little bit tricky to work out. So I'm actually going to use my up and down lines here. It can be a bit tricky to work out the angle of your sentiment when you've got everything on different angles. All right, and then we'll pop that up. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So we'll adhere that now to the base, and then we'll put those top bits on. I'm not going to add any ribbon to this one because I think this is just enough as it is. Oops, went over the edge with my snail. Make sure I put that up the right way. There we go. Okay, and now we'll put this layer up on dimensionals. So we'll grab out our large dimensionals and just whack some of those on. I love being able to craft away and just pull things together as I go and just play. Like, that's often the best projects will come about when you just sit down and just have a play with the products. And it's great too to see what you can do with them. So it's yeah, you don't always have to have necessarily something completely in mind before you start. Just sit down and play and just see what you come up with. There we go. Beautiful. Now, what else can we add? We need to add some of this gorgeous brass. I keep calling it copper. It's not copper, it's brass. Yes, I think we're going to put that up there to tie that in. There we go. And I think that card might be done. I mean, you can keep going with that and do all sorts of different things with it. You can add so many different layers and levels. And you know what I didn't do? I forgot. I was going to dauber the edges of that one because it was so... Will I brave it and do it now that it's stuck down? Oh, let's see how we go. I should have daubered the edges of this sentiment label to tie in the distressing of all the other layers, and because it's so stark white, but I forgot, didn't I, in my haste? So I don't normally like to do it once it's stuck down because you can over ink and get ink on your other layer, but because this is sort of already a distressed looking layer, I don't think it'll matter too much if it gets a little bit of additional ink on it. And I haven't re-inked that dauber, I'm just using the ink that's still left on it. Just rotate it a little bit to get some from the other side. And I think I got away with it. There we go. If you want to, you can just scrape a little bit of ink across the front of it as well, just to dampen down that white so that it's not too stark. And again, I'm just using the ink that is on the dauber. And if it's a little bit streaky, it's okay because we've got a distressed look going on here. There we go. I think that's done. What does everyone think? Now, we haven't done the inside, of course. So we could go back in and do the inside. So let's cut a little piece of white. Oh, okay, no worries, Donna. You have a beautiful, beautiful sleep. And I look forward to catching up with you again soon. It was great chatting to you earlier today. I'm just going to quickly decorate the inside of this card and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And then we will be finished. So I think with this one, I'm going to put some crumb cake on the inside. So I'll just bring in my crumb cake and I'll cut that down. Thanks for joining me, Donna. It was great to have you with me tonight. So every time I cut down my cardstock to use, I always trim my A4 piece in half first. So then I know I've got a full card base, and I know I went over this earlier. Then I do it in half again so that I know I've got a card front or two card fronts. Then from there I trim down to the size that I need. Now for the insides of my cards or my inserts, and I'm just going to have the one colour this time because it's going to be going on to a darker colour. I'm just going to have it cut at 14 by 4 by 10 centimeters. So we'll go 14.4 by 10. And hopefully that should be the right size. And see, now that's going to tie in with the front. So that's going to go in there. Gorgeous. And again, just to tie in that distressed look, I'm just going to quickly dauber around the edges of this one. Not distressing it with the scissors, but just with the ink. And just quickly go around the edges. Daubering is one of my favorite things to do. Obviously I don't do it on every project because it doesn't always work with, you know, every type of project, but it is one of the things I love the most. I love distressed and I love shabby chic too. There's not a lot of shabby chic around at the moment. I think it comes and goes in trends. But shabby chic and vintage, anything like that, I love. Love, love, love. We are nearly finished, everyone. We'll just do this insert and then we'll be done. So on the other one, we did the Memories and More card with the Memories and More card base and the envelope. And this time we, I don't have the envelopes down for these ones, but I will do a little bit of stamping on the envelope of this one too when I get those down, but they are put away at the moment. All right, and so then to tie in what's going on the front, I've got that, remember I cut off that little strip of, oh, you're welcome, Donna, it was so great to have you. Remember I cut off that strip from the Memories and More card? I'm now going to use that for the inside. So again, I just dauber that along the edges, and I'm just using the ink that is left on there. And you could just stick it down as it is, you don't need to dauber it. But I'm just carrying through that theme. Actually, I do need a little bit more ink because I've used all of that up on my dauber. And did you know that these daubers can be purchased from Stampin' Up? You can get them in my online store. Any of these products, well, the new products obviously will be, as I said earlier, they will be available from the 3rd of June. The staple products like our inks and the daubers, our adhesives, that punch I showed before, they can be purchased now, and any of these products can be purchased through my online store, and you can get to that via my blog. If you go to mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com, hopefully you can see that there. Then up on the top left hand side you'll see a shop button. You just click on that shop button and that'll take you straight through to my online store. And then you can make your purchases there. If you are purchasing at the moment, I'm just going to use a little bit of glue on this one because it's a little bit narrow for my snail. Yeah, if you are purchasing at the moment in the month of May, I do have a host code that you can use when you're making your purchases. And this is the host code here. If you put that in the online store, when you're making your purchase, then I'll be able to send you a thank you gift for shopping with me. I always like to send my customers a thank you gift. So if you use that host code, then I can send you a gift. And I just realized that's a little bit long, so I'm going to just trim that off now with my, not my good scissors, I'm going to use my tape scissors because that has got glue on it and I do not want to get glue on my good scissors. My paper snips. And I will just show you, I did have a little bit of glue on my finger just then, on my thumb, and I got a little bit of glue just here on the card, but I'm not panicking. Actually, it goes up that way. I'm not panicking because what I'm going to do is, if you have an embossing buddy, which these are going to be retiring. So if you don't already have an embossing buddy for your heat embossing, grab one, because the other thing you can use it for too is to remove sticky. So I've got that little bit of glue there, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub my embossing buddy on there and it takes away that sticky. So then I know that that is not going to stick to the inside of my card. So there's another use for that embossing buddy. But yeah, if you would like an embossing buddy, pop it in your order very soon because they are retiring and they're not going to be around for very much longer and they're not in the new catalogue. There we go. So that little bit of glue is not sticky now. So that's not going to affect the front of my card. Oh, hi Kathy. Great to see you. Must be bright and early where you are over there in Texas. So great to see you. I'm just about to finish up actually. Just doing the insert for this card that I just made with the gorgeous Memories and More cards. And I'm just popping this insert in here. We did a bit of distressing today, Kathy. I was just telling everybody it's one of my favorite techniques to use is distressing. There we go. So then we've got a beautiful inside as well. And then you can stamp your sentiment in there. Oh, are they already sold out, Chitska? Thank you so much for letting me know. I didn't realize the embossing buddies are already sold out. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I was just telling you all about those embossing buddies and they're already sold out. Oh, that's so sad because they are an awesome tool to have. All right, so there is our second card. So we've got our beautiful insert which matches with the front. I really love this one. Actually, this is my favorite one now of the two that we made. And this was the first one that we made and we decorated our envelope to go with that one. So there we have two beautiful cards using our Memories and More pack from, let me get it right, the World of Good suite. So look out for that suite in our brand new catalogue that's coming out. And mine is on the floor because I ran out of space. So look out for that in our gorgeous new Stampin' Up catalogue that's coming out. And remember, oh, hi, Ali. It's lovely to see you. Well, it's lovely to hear from you. I can't actually see you, but it's lovely to hear from you. our beautiful new annual catalogue that is going to be, all the products in here will be available from the 3rd of May. 3rd of June. Getting ahead of myself. It's really, really exciting. There are so many beautiful products in here, and I can't wait to show you the inside once this catalogue goes live. But if you don't already have a demonstrator that you're working with in Australia and you would like a catalogue, please get in contact with me. Send me a private message is the best way, and then I can get one of those out to you. So there's our 2 beautiful cards using our Memories and More pack. Our Memories and More cards, there they all are there, and I showed you all of those earlier. Great way to make some quick and easy cards. As I showed you, this one was really quick and easy and very basic. We just added the ribbon and the slide there. Everything else was from the Memories and More pack. And with this one, we stepped it up a little bit with some distressing and inking and things like that. So you can do all sorts of things with these Memories and More cards. So I really, really recommend getting your hands on those. So let me just tip the camera back up so that I can say goodbye to you face to face. So just give me a moment. Okay, and I'll flip those cameras back around, get some light back on the subject, and no idea how, if my camera is straight. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I hope that you all really enjoyed those projects, and I hope that I showed you a new way or a different way of using your Memories and More cards. So also to remember the Memories and More assortment card pack as well. You've got your card bases in there and your matching envelopes for both the large Memory and More cards, the 6x4s, and the 3x4s. We didn't do any of the little ones today. I had planned to do some of the small ones as well, but I was having too much fun using those big ones. So perhaps I'll do them another time. But I hope you really enjoyed that. Oh, thanks so much, Glenda. Thanks, Athena. Thanks, Kathy. Hope you have a great day, Kathy. And you too, Ali. Hope you have a lovely day today. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It was really fun. I enjoyed showing you those beautiful cards. And I hope that you'll all be able to get some of those brand new products very soon as well. So I hope you all have a great rest of the evening. I don't even know what time it is. What is it? Oh my goodness, is it nearly 9 o'clock? Really? I've been going that long. I didn't realize I'd been playing for that long. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Well, I better get off now so I can go and have some dinner. And yeah, just stay safe, everyone. Enjoy your crafting. Hope you all stay well, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Okay, I'll see you later. Happy crafting. Bye.